Joining us now. It is a weather impact day, and we do have more storms heading our way.
We do. We have, in fact, a flash flood warning that's just been issued for folks out in areas of southern Yadkin County. And so that whole area has been producing just tremendous amounts of rain, 1 to 2 inches, in fact, falling. So want you to stay off the roads in those areas. That storm is moving anywhere from 30 to 40 miles an hour now to the east, but it is filling in behind it. And with it, dropping a tremendous amount of water on the road. So creating hydroplaning conditions and the threat of swift water rescues. We've already seen that in the Lenore area earlier as those streams and creeks are just filling up rapidly. So along 77 is what we're talking about, that flash flood warning. Eastern Wilkes, southern Yadkin County, right now that is in effect for you. And we're looking at the heavy rain still falling there from Eagle Mills just to the north as we go up into Courtney. Heading east now, this is pushing into Louisville. You see the heavy rain there. Storms anywhere from 30 to 40,000 feet in height, and we're looking at that spreading out now out through Rural Hall and Danbury. So these are echo tops. This is where we're seeing the top of the precipitation return for folks in those clouds, but likely towering as you see this line coming through. Now also watching for some of the storm motion with the winds. The wind profiles right now look more straight line in nature, so 60-mile-an-hour gusts possible. Could be taking down some trees as they sweep through with some of the frequent lightning too. So this is going to be a noisy one for you. If you've got animals who need their thunder shirts on in the southern Piedmont or the Triad, you want to put those on now because it's going to be a noisy one. We've got thunderstorms that'll roll through for the next 2 to 3 hours. So by about 7 o'clock, things start to wind down, but we do have the heavy rain on the way. So seeking shelter indoors and away from windows important when we talk about the risk of the damaging winds. 60-mile-an-hour winds could take down trees. And also this is a danger to drivers out there too, not to mention for folks who might be at picnics and at the block parties that are going on for Juneteenth celebrations. We need you to get it indoors. And if you can't get indoors, you want to get into a hardtop vehicle. So keep that in mind, that picnic shelters do not constitute indoor safe shelters. So you want to make sure you can get to somewhere quickly. If you hear that thunder, it's time to seek shelter. And the thunderstorms are likely holding together to create severe weather as they move east. Right now, we have our watches up to the north and the warnings holding in for areas of Yadkin County. Your flash flood warnings, a severe thunderstorm warning also in effect here. We're expecting some of the storms to reach you in Mocksville about 4:56, so about 6 minutes from now. Also, in just another few minutes, that leading edge of the line will start to fill in over Winston-Salem around Greensboro to Kernersville through the Triad. We'll expect to see about 5:30 and into High Point. The storm looking right now timing between 5:30 and about 5:45. So looking at the warnings, you've got those at least until 5 o'clock for folks in Yadkin County, northwestern pockets of Davie County. Storms have been dropping at least 30 to 40-mile-an-hour winds ahead of the storm cells themselves, and then as they get going, they could drop in winds that could take down those trees. And the flash flooding that is occurring right now. So taking a look out there too, want to see what's going on with some of these warnings. Let's take a look here for folks out in areas here where we've just had some more reports come in. We've also seen, of course, the flash flood warnings for folks there. We do know that we're expecting to see those warnings issued again as we go ahead into the Triad. So Guilford County, Davidson, as well as Forsyth County, you may indeed be seeing some of the worst of the weather. Tree down reported on the 1000 block of Myers Mill Road. This is in Union Grove, for instance. This is going to be a similar pattern that we've seen from Surrey County from that line that developed earlier. We now have a new severe thunderstorm warning, so I'm going to share that with you as we talk about the severe thunderstorms continuing to build as they move east. At this time, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be issued, I believe, for folks out there. If you give me one moment, we'll double check that for you. Over Forsyth and Guilford County. So it has happened. We've got Guilford County as well as Forsyth County under that warned area now. And so let's take a look at radar. We can see that we've got that possibility here. I'll try and get you back to where we need to go for that. We do have the rain that's going to continue to build for folks, as we mentioned. We want to look at how much of a concern this is for folks in Guilford and Forsyth County. I do want to highlight the fact that we've had swift water rescues with the same storm cell that was over Lenore just within the last hour and a half. So please use extra caution. This is not a time to get on the golf course or just to seek shelter, you know, in a picnic shelter. You need to be indoors, 4 doors away from windows. And if you don't have that, you need to get into the vehicles and keep your hands away from the rest of the car. That metal framework of the car keeps you safe from storm lightning. Well, we've got a lot of it right now, 158. This is stretching out from west to east. Our big concern is that trees could start coming down and create situations where they're coming through the homes or damaging property. Of course, your cars are at risk too, but you don't want to be on the road as that's happening. That can be deadly. So we're looking at severe thunderstorms pushing in from west to east. This new warning takes us under warnings for Guilford as well as Forsyth County, at least until about 5:30, and that's the new warning that has just been issued. The temperatures currently, as we were talking about earlier, have been rain cooled, but the winds are going to be intense, and we're looking at temperatures cooling now in response to the rain. The dew points are still going to be up, and that's what we expect to see out there. You can see maximum temperatures right now in the neighborhood of 90 degrees so far at the airport in Greensboro. Expecting to see temperatures continue to build out there too. I want to take that off for you right now, but the storm reports are starting to pile up, and that's really for wind so far. We've also seen a possibility of some hail, but that hail is unlikely going to create major concerns tonight. It's the wind that's at the top of our list for threat levels. All right, we're also looking at severe thunderstorm risks out of the picture for your Friday, but tonight it's strong winds, localized flooding, and then by tomorrow we get a break. How about this? 66 degrees in the Piedmont Triad, highs at 87. We have less humidity. And then for the weekend, we're going to continue to look at those temperatures really building up. We've got 90s on the way for Saturday and Sunday. And this is when the heat and humidity start to ramp up. We believe the heat wave beginning on Saturday, as we have above normal temperatures for several days, will last all the way through the end of next week with very limited rainfall opportunities. But high humidity, this could have a big impact for folks' health out there. So we can anticipate some heat alerts. But preparing for the heat wave now is a great idea. And we'll keep you posted on the severe storms. Meteorologist Dave Aiken has the latest on those coming up.